Hey, this is Ashley with Just a Second, a podcast for Putnam County. Hey everyone, it's Ashley and welcome to another episode of Just a Second. I'm here with my friend Rob Vanater with the Putnam County Solid Waste Authority, and we're going to learn about some recycling today.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, we're excited. Robbie, let's start out by Robbie, however. I call him Robbie, you can call him Rob. Call him whatever you want. But let's start out just by telling people a little bit about you.
My name is Rob Vanater. I've had many different roles around the county over the past several years. Settled into the executive director position here at the Solid Waste Authority a little over a year ago, and absolutely love my job. It's great to be able to work in the community that I grew up in. I've always been, I'll say, a hippie at heart. Always try to recycle and do the green thing, but now getting to do it professionally has been a different turn, but it's been great.
What is the Solid Waste Authority? I know we get a lot of questions.
We do. I get a lot of questions, a lot of phone calls. So the Solid Waste Authority is, we are a quasi-government entity. We are not a tax-based entity. We are called the Putnam County Solid Waste Authority, but we get no funding from the county itself. All of our funding comes from tipping fees from the landfill. So 50 cents of every ton that goes into the two landfills here in Hurricane comes to our office for operational expenses and to expand our resources and educational offerings for the community.
Awesome. What we've got an exciting announcement that has come out.
Yes.
Something that has been long overdue. So
Very
let's talk
much
a little
so.
bit about the new center.
Well, we have partnered with the city of Hurricane. It's been great they've been great to work with in offering us an amazing plot of property up here on Midland Trail, just past the new fire station. That it's a little under a half acre, and we just got the gravel and the fence finished here recently, and then hopefully we've got privacy slats coming in too, just to kind of keep the view pretty. And then we are waiting on the manufacturing of our big recycling bins. So that's really our holdup is the bins.
Yeah.
We were hoping they were going to be in by early June. Not going to happen. It looks like it's going to be early July, but with manufacturing and things like that, that's a little out of our control.
Yeah,
but
sure.
The impact will hopefully be able to make a very large impact in the area. For all the residents in Putnam County.
What things are we going to be able to take there?
To start with, we'll be able to take mixed paper, which is like anything from office papers, newspapers, even magazines, all your mailers that come in, all the junk mail, all that stuff, even your bills can be recycled too. So any sort of paper items can go with that. We'll also be taking cardboard. So that's any corrugated cardboard, your brown cardboard boxes. I know Amazon home shipping is a big thing nowadays. But definitely we want to make sure we put cardboard in the bins and not on the ground. And then the other thing that we'll definitely be taking to start with is aluminum cans. And so any aluminum cans, buy aluminum cans from food, things like that. Mostly everyone's got soda cans and things like that around the house, sparkling water cans around my house too. So those are the main three that we're going to be starting with. And then hopefully right after we open, we will be taking number one plastics as well. And number ones are like your water bottles, your pop bottles, the containers like your fruits and veggies come in. So it's hard. I always like to say crunchy plastics. So if it can crunch when you squeeze it, that is the number one. And then also look for the triangle with the number one in it too.
That's what I was going to say. If people don't know how to identify what level of plastic it is, what do they look for though? The triangle, that's the recycling triangle has always been around. Well, I say always, but in my lifetime, it's always been around. And there's a slew of different numbers and symbols that might be inside that, but just look for the number one or PET, which is the number one PET plastics. And I'm horrible with acronyms, and PET has a very long poly something or other technical term I don't quite know off the tip of my tongue. This isn't a quiz. It's okay.
So, but the main thing with this center is, in our plastics, is we're trying to partner with APG Polytech and their sister companies, Phoenix Technologies, which is a plastics manufacturer. So what they do is they take number one plastics from a clean stream and they melt them back into pellets, which APG Polytech in Apple Grove uses to make their products with.
Yeah.
So to be able to take items from Putnam County and get them right back over into Mason County is a great alternative.
Yeah.
And that's really the way that we can do it cost effectively as well.
Yeah. For the items that I know that in the office you get a lot of questions about, for the items that we're not going to be able to take at this recycling center, or things that we don't have the ability to recycle now, what are the other options for people in the area?
Right now, so one of the big things that we're not going to be taking at the center is going to be like glass. Glass is a really, really hard thing to recycle right now. It's because of the chemical compounds in glass and all the different colors. But Target in Tays Valley has been great too. They have a recycling bin right inside the door beside their little Starbucks shop. And it has mixed recyclables, but they take mixed plastics, they take cardboard, they take glass as well. Preferably small amounts, personal amounts, like a grocery bag. They don't want to see someone coming in with a whole buggy full of bottles. They don't have the capacity for that. But and then of course larger appliances, large items, recyclable items like that can go to West Virginia Cash and Recyclables, right off the Nitro exit, number 1 Pickens Road. Love the people up there; they're great to work with. And that's actually where our cardboard and our paper will end up going. So this will all still generate business and the economy right here in Putnam County. So all those items are going to be processed through West Virginia Cash and Recyclables. This essentially just allows people in this area to have a drop-off point. So, and the recycling is a tough thing right now. It's a tough industry. It's a very expensive industry, which is why public entities are generally the ones that foot most of the bill for it. So beyond our tipping fees, we also are able to write grants through the DEP and the West Virginia Solid Waste Management Board, which is kind of like our state oversight, I'll say. And they're great to work with on being able to get resources and funding from to be able to expand our opportunities.
Yeah. Why don't we talk a little bit about some of the other opportunities that you have on a monthly basis, like tire collection?
Oh, yes. So the first Saturday every month over at Payne's Produce in Winfield there, we have a semi-trailer setting right in front of the old Winfield water treatment plant. And that is for automotive tires off the rim, but we take 10 personal tires per person a month for free. And that's that first Saturday. We're there from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. And so bring your tires off the rim, anything that's going to be like on a regular truck and down. We cannot take semi-tires, tractor tires, things like that. But it's a great resource for people in the community to be able to not put tires in the creeks and rivers. The other great resource too that we've got is the second Wednesday of every single month in Putnam County. It's free dump day. So we're conveniently have 2 dumps in Putnam County. I know I say conveniently, but you can take up to 500 pounds to either of those dumps, or both of those dumps actually, in the one day for free. And that's a service that allows people that can't quite afford their trash bill or a normal trash service that gives them an opportunity to get rid of their waste, because trash service is legally required in the state of West Virginia, or at least proof that you dispose of your trash once a month is required. So that's it's a great alternative, and it allows us to have a resource. So when we go out on our litter control calls and things like that, it gives us a chance to be able to give people a resource versus just, we're not out to just ticket people. We're out to give solutions for the people in the community.
Yeah, so. Absolutely. The important thing, I do want to go back to the tire collection. You can only drop the tires off during the tire collection day. Please do not drop your tires off. We have a camera on site, so if you drop your tires, you can be ticketed for open dumping. And that's a big deal. So we also have our bi-monthly cleanups through the summer. Our next one's June 14th at Hometown Park. They're right off 62. I think that actually coordinates with Eleanorstown cleanup too. They're doing one the same day. So those are great options to be able to any excess stuff after your spring cleaning, birthdays, things like that. It's just nice to have a place to take some extra stuff. For sure.
So yeah. Other than that, it's going to be. I'm excited for the future here in Putnam County with recycling. We have a lot of upcoming things. Yeah.
So. Yeah. Recycling Center has been on the Chamber's visioning goal list since 2011. So
hey, happy to make it happen.
It only took, it decade.
Couple years.
Only took a minute. But we're thrilled about that. So, all right. Well, congrats on your new facility, Robbie. And thanks so much for joining us. And we'll see you guys soon.